So really quick, guys, I just want to go over with you guys the importance of being patient after you've identified a trade, right? So after you've identified a trade or you receive the trade signal, it's not only important that you receive the signal, but it's even more important that you're patient with your entry, because your entry determines whether or not you're going to be profitable in the trade. It also determines how fast you're going to be profitable. It also determines how much of a stop loss that you need. So after you've received the signal, it's just as important that you be patient, that you're patient with your entry and waiting for the proper pullback during the entry, so you can maximize the trade potential. Let me give you guys an example what I mean. As you can see right here, you have an uptrend. You have an uptrending market. Let's say hypothetically you receive this signal right here to go long in the position, right? So if you receive this signal, your trading day, this would be your trading day. Say the candle closed right here. That's where the candle closed that day. Here would be your stop loss. Okay. So since we know this is your entry, this is your signal candle, this will be the actual trading day. This hasn't happened yet, but this is where the trading day would have been. So you would go down either your 4 hour or your 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna show you guys this example on the 1 hour because it's much easier to see. Okay. So you would go down to the 1 hour. So here's essentially where your trading day would start. But remember, none of this stuff has happened yet, right? So the question is, where would you put your where would you wait for the pullback? Okay. Preferably, you would want price to come down to wherever the 36 period moving average is, or at least you would want price to come down a little bit below where the candle closed, right? You want some sort of a pullback so you can receive. This would be actually a buy limit order. So let's say hypothetically, you waited for the candle to pull back down to this level right here. So you would have took a buy limit order. Your stop loss would have been 324 pips, because remember, we're looking at the GBP NZD, right? 324 pips. You receive that take profit in 1 day. All right. Let's look at another example. All right. Let's look at a trade going the other way on the same currency pair. So let's say you would have received a signal to go short right here. You received the signal here. All right. Let's say your stop would have been right back here. Your potential entry would have came right here, right? But you still want to exercise patience, right? So let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's find where we are. Here we go. Oop, did I move that candle over? So your trade signal came here. This would be your trading day right here. Let's try to find that trading day. Should have started back the other way first. There it is. All right. So this would have been your trading day right here. So this would have been, of course, you would want price to pull back to the 36 period moving average. This is why I say patience is so important. So you already know where your stop loss is, right? Your stop loss has already been set. It's at the swing high of the daily candle, right? If price goes, if it touches the stop loss, that means we're in the wrong direction of the trade. So we want to be out of the trade as soon as possible. Since we don't over leverage our account, we can take a loss and it shouldn't really hurt us that bad, okay? But with this pair, if you would have had a lot of patience with this pair, right? Waited for the price to pull all the way back to the 36 period moving average, wait for price to turn over, you would actually been able to get into the trade right about here with a stop loss of 100 pips. Shoot, you would have made that stop loss you'd have hit this take profit the same day, 1-to-1. If you would have held the trade, this thing would have ran off 300-400 pips easy. 300-400 pips easy. Okay, that's the importance of being patient. Once you receive a signal, that's one thing to go short, right? And as long as price doesn't go beyond As long as price doesn't go beyond this level right here, you know your signal is still valid, right? But where do you actually execute your trade? Depends on the patience that you display. Alrighty. We always want to wait for some sort of a pullback for the price before we go into the trade. Alrighty. Let's look at another currency, pal. Let's look at the let's go, what was that? The GBP NZD. Let's go to something completely different. Let's go to the Euro USD. Alright. Just to show you guys it works the same way. Let's look at this trade right here. This would have been your entry signal. So once we get the signal, guys, all we're waiting on is just patience. We're just waiting on the entry, but we must show patience. Wait for some sort of a pullback. Pullback into the level, into the 36 period moving average, so we can get the best entry as possible. Let's find the location. Oh, that was easy to find. Alrighty. So here we go. If we would have shown patience, let's see, the entry came here. Oh, did we move the candle over? Entry came here. Trading day would have been here. Okay, I keep forgetting to do that. Let's go back. There it is. So boom, came out, went high. So because price came out here, we probably would have kept our entry the same as right here. All right. Stop loss was already set, 110 pips. That was pretty easy. 110 pips straight to it. Took almost 1 day. If you combine the 2 half days, that's 1 day. Straight to the take profit. All right. That's because we've got a better entry. Price came down. We didn't enter right here, right? We didn't have to deal with this with 20 pips of drawdown. We let price come down to us, which gave us a better entry, gave us a little bit, 20 pips less of a stop loss that we needed, which put us right to the take profit. All right. So some pullback, waiting on some pullback is better than waiting on no pullback. All righty. Let's look at one more example. Let's look at a short trade. There would have been your signal, potential entry, stop loss, trading day. Let's go to a 1 hour. There it is right there. Look how price pulled back to that 36 period moving average. Got right in there. Stop loss already set. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to try to figure it out. It's always at the swing high. 67 pips, straight to the money. Oh boy. So you guys can see that waiting for some sort of a pullback so you can get into a limit order, it's a lot better. It's a lot better, especially when you're in a really good trending market like this. So yeah, patience is the key. Patience is the key. When you once you establish a signal, you always want to show a little patience. Wait on a nice pullback, so it can get you into the best trade possible. You know that the stop loss is already set. We usually take a 1-to-1 take profit. This is a part of the new level strategy, one of the nuances to the strategy that I teach. If anybody's interested in learning the strategy, okay, I do one-on-one sessions where I actually teach the strategy. I'm going to start posting some of the reviews from some of my students that have actually took sessions with me. They're learning the strategy. They're putting the strategy into effect right now. You can see their results. You can see the amount of pips that they're earning every week trading this strategy. So if you're interested in learning the strategy, feel free to reach out to me. You can shoot me over an email. We can set something up where we can do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour sessions. We don't have to do it all at one time, where I can actually teach you the strategy. You can also join the Forex Trading group. I'm gonna link that also in the description. If you guys are interested in purchasing the support and resistance indicator that I use, the indicator that automatically plots onto the charts. Let's see, there it is. You can see the support and resistance indicator that automatically plots onto the charts. If you're also interested in the indicator, you can also shoot me over an email for details on how to get a copy of the indicator also. All right, guys, have a good night. Remember, patience is key. Bye-bye.